So you got North Carolina, Jersey on the line, and they're always not complaining, but they're always saying that it got it there, Guzman. They're always saying that Florida starts meetings late, and it is true, but they don't know that 80% of us are Cuban and South American or whatever. So welcome. It's always a pleasure. I love that we got this camera system set up, and everybody can see. I'll share my screen at some point. It's always humbling and beautiful to see where this used to be the leadership meeting of only managers and partners, but this table has gotten so big that these are all partners, partners or partners in training. So welcome everybody. I love you guys. I'm glad you guys are all fed. Sorry for no food for Jersey and North Carolina. I want to welcome a few new guests. Joe, who's our new partner in Fort Myers, Naples, Brandon Olson, we got Sherry, our first partner.
Superstar.
We got Lou in the building who, has his team, but is also a Texas partner in training as well. All right, so let's dive in. I want to keep this as short as possible. I know you guys are all busy. You're here, so let's rock and roll. So first thing, this meeting, I want to give a disclaimer. It's going to be this partners, right? It's not managers, it's not agents, there's no hard feelings. This is just to make each other grow, learn from each other's best, or some of the lower things that we have in office that we can make better. We're going to be sharing numbers. We're going to be very transparent. We're going to be sharing vision. We're going to be sharing promotions. We're going to be sharing offices that are open. And ultimately, I want to coin it, the LIR vision, trademark. All right, trademark it. Yeah, that's what you do. All right, so first off, Dana, you there?
You know it.
All right, let me see if I can put Dana, talk again.
What's happening?
Lower yours. And
What's going on, LAR fam?
So this is gonna lead on.
That's a photo, right?
I'm gonna talk about this. So Dana has, guys, I don't know how I'm getting that. Let me get full attention. All right, so we in the morning. You know what, Dana, stay. I'm gonna hold this agenda to come back to it when we talk about numbers. Hold on. So stay tuned, Dana.
All good.
All right, let's talk about some exciting things first. So first off, North Carolina is not at one office already. It's not at two offices already. It's at three offices already. We got Tijuana on the call. It's my thing.
Yeah, you should use that one. Use this one.
Okay. We have our three North Carolina. Bez is not here. He's actually another partner that should be here. We want to welcome our North Carolina partners. They're not on this call. I could probably wait North Carolina so you guys can see. So I always be a little bit. We don't need to see the room. Let's see the college. Shake it for everybody.
No.
All right, perfect. So we got North Carolina. We got Sean. You guys know. We got Tijuana there. We got Mike Valdez, we got Vito in the building, the Downs group, we're missing, where's Sir Ashley? All right, there we got Sir
Right there,
Ashley
right next to Sean. He right next
That's
to
a
me.
beautiful thing. We'll talk about the plans where we're going. We have great partners in that system. So I want to talk about what features that we got going, then we'll talk about growth where we're going. I'm gonna keep playing. I was just typing this, I should have had better flow with it. So let's talk about retention and growth. Go to page 3. Let me share my screen so you guys can see the branches and the branch sizes. And we're going to talk about a topic that we could all come to. So let's get here. All right. Look at your number here.
Perfect.
Hopefully everybody can see. Having two at 133, Dayland 47, Durant 244. Fort Lauderdale hit the 100 mark. Handle at 213, which is a great thing. And I'm going to talk about why. Land Safe at 14. Miami Lakes being the headquarters and the oldest office for safety 40. Downtown Orlando about to hit the 100 mark, kicking butt, excuse me. Orlando Lake Nona 34, Palmetto Bay 82, about to hit the 100 mark. Palmetto Pines 211. Tampa 17, West Gable 163, West Palm 206, Wynwood 8, Secaucus 140, Raleigh 65, and North Carolina that. Why I top that? Guzman, bring your numbers up. let's talk and let's hit the numbers first. Right? Remember those numbers. Who's gonna share the screen? Because it's gonna stop. I'm gonna stop my screen share. Let's talk about give me the sheet. Share your screen. All right, go. This is what the good. Hold on, the camera share is happening. All right, the good, the bad, and the ugly. We now know each other's production. Let's scroll down so I can see office year to date. So congrats, Miami Lakes headquarters. Incredible job by C Caucus. Kendall crushing it. Child and tested in Kendall. Homestead. Jen Decker, Levon, I don't know where he's at. Miguel. Coming from a branch that was closed for 6 months, Homestead in the top. I wouldn't even, I'm always gonna say Miami Lakes is still in there, so but not to take it. Broadway, not even open 6 or 7 months. Pembroke Pines. West Gables is still kind of like, it's like a virtual office. We got a lot of West Gables here in Doral. West Palm Beach with 104 agents still up there. Doral, we gotta get those numbers up. Aventura, a year and a little change.
Year and a half, yeah.
Palmetto Bay, we gotta get them up there. You know, has it hit a year yet, Sam? Not yet. We got Fort Lauderdale, we gotta push. Downtown Orlando is coming back strong. We got Rodrigo that's helping with that. Landscape figure it's more of like Miguel and Sam's production. There's a few agents in there. Lake Nona is now coming back strong. We had our biggest month last month. Tampa, again, we'll talk about that. Then we got Dayland, we gotta get you out. We gotta push. And then we got Wynwood, new branch. So why do I talk about that? This is the part of the partners meeting that is gonna be a little bit tougher, right? We got guests, but they gotta see that we got the good, we got the bad, and what we could get better. How do I tell why Kendall, Sea Caucus, Homestead, and Rawware are doing very well? I do a morning meeting, and I'm gonna point it out the obvious. Who's been on there? She's been on there. She's been on there. Never on there. Never. Maybe never on there. Never. No. Always on there. Never seen it because he has Android. Don't worry. Terry's been on there. Been a training. Never been on there. Never done. Oh yeah, he did a training. Sorry. He's been on there. Never in her life. Never, always on there. Rodrigo did a training. Irene doesn't even know where to log in. Carolina doesn't need to be on there. Maciel did a training, but it's never on there. And I can tell you, go back to the branches. I can tell you, Sea Caucus agents always on there. Kendall agents all day live there. And there's common thread. Why is it that we have the lower level? Dayland, I have not seen one person from Dayland log in ever. And again, just not calling nobody out. We're just, all the partners are here. Wynwood, Frank doesn't even know where to log in. I've never seen one of them, and there's only 12 or 14 agents. Tampa, that's a pass. Lake Nona, nobody has ever logged in there. None. And Joseph and William, I hope you're seeing this. I don't want to ever. Nancy, there's not enough too much agents. Downtown Orlando, great following. I gotta give it Rodrigo, great job with that. I really owe Sammy. Fort Lauderdale, can't call it. Palmetto Bay, if the partners don't join that, they're never gonna join. If the partners go, and they're gonna go into other things, they're never gonna do it. Aventura, good following, getting up there. Doral, I can tell you, there's a few, but maybe because it's not in Spanish, I give them somewhat of a pass. West Palm Beach, even though they're far, they're always on, they lower that a little bit. Pembroke Pines, I do get a lot of Pembroke Pines. They might not go to the office that often, but there is a lot of Pembroke Pines, but it has to start with Leslie coming more on board, that she does do it. Rick Garcia has done a training on there. Rawway always supporting, Homestead always supporting, you know, Kendall to see about it. So what do I leave with that, guys? We have to have pride of ownership, right? If you don't have pride in what we have, I welcome, and if you guys will be on the morning call, you see everything that's going on. Guys, if you think that I don't have other things to do, or that I don't want to be somewhere at 8:30, or not that I was sleeping, that I want to go work out for 2 hours, I'm on that call every single morning, with the exception of me traveling. Guys, if I could do it, you could do it. And then I look, if you guys are not on that morning call as leaders, then I look at the numbers of production. Who's over 5 million? If you're not over 5 million, 10 million on production, you need to be on that call. If you're at 20 million, I don't need to ever see Rick Garcia on that call. I never need to see Lou, and I'm just pointing to other people. They're never seen that call. If you guys are not over 10 million, I never need to see on the call. But if you are under that, the stuff that we've shared in this morning call, gold. You have Gigi, who's out producing a lot of the agent partners in this office by doing video text messages to for sale by owners and expireds, and she's getting multi-million-dollar listings. There's no reason why the people in Wynwood don't want to know about that. There's people like Sean talking about how he does through YouTube, and Sir Ashley sells $25 million a year through just his YouTube channel. You guys don't know that. How could we, us as leaders, as partners, as a person that they look at, not be on that call? If they see it, if all of a sudden, I'll use another person. If all of a sudden they see Ralph is going to be in the office. If they see, Rodrigo or Orlando's going to be in the office, which they're always on there. If they don't see Taki or Jaime on that call, why are they going to be on that call? But that's why the first 5, 6, 7 branches are producing. They lead by example. That goes into my other thing. Emails. Manny, I thank you. Rick, if he's there, I thank Rick for business.
Yeah, he is.
He's on there sending a reply, Yes, he does it good. You sent a reply, Richie's good on it lately, but not too bad. I told Guzman, he's bad at it. We call him out. Let's call out Guzman, the former commissioner. Out of those people in Palmetto Bay, Richie's, Sammy, I've probably met the ones that I know, let's say there's 100, I probably met in person for them. So when one of them closes, I don't know what to say. I'm using it sometimes like, hey, congrats, or like, let's go, get on fire, but they have no substance in talent. I don't know. So I need to rely on you guys to do that. You know what it is? That this person makes the brand $1,500, $2,000, $1,000, and we can't take. I got to reply. How many commissions are we doing a day?
50.
50 replies, and we help. So it should be you guys first. These people are putting food on their family's plate. They want to hear from a Leslie. They want to hear a Leslie say, hey, I got some mangoes, something. They need sponge. Whoever's on that, and the partners that are doing it very well. Bro, the people reply. Like Sammy, Richie, we have replied. They replied to Richie because Richie knew her. And I said, I just use emojis. And they're like, oh my God, thank you so much. I've gotten to the times where I'm traveling and it's on me. And I usually never let anything slip by. When I'm traveling, I'm like, shit, I'm just gonna go click it and I'll reply to the next time. And I got it from our veteran agent, like, wow, you can't even take the time. You haven't even, Wendy from Miami Lakes. And this is where I learned that it hurt. She's like, bro, I'm making the brokerage all this money and you can't even send me a thank you email. When she said that to me, that's it. So that, if they say it to me, they're saying it about my partners. And we cannot let it be. If you guys are busy, that's great. But even Rick Garcia, who's the lead, sorry, I hope Rick is there. Is he there? Even Rick Garcia, that's the worst at computers. Maybe Richie worse at computers.
No, I wanted to say, can we just use somebody like attacking our email?
No, because that's
what George is doing.
You need to have something like if look, we have agency, but for example, if let's just say Cindy, Vanessa, or somebody, if they close the deal, you guys got to go above and beyond. Oh yeah, Vane, let's go, Colombia, blah blah. That needs what would you say, Leslie? Don't you agree with that? That Leslie does it. We do. Pine is probably the best office. Rick messages, Miguel messages, like I message. That guy must be like, bro, this is too many, right? Like every closing in Pembroke Pines, that's the best branch. You know what I'm saying? Kendall does it. Manny and Dennis, they do it. And that's why you see a branch. I don't think there's been a month that this Kendall hasn't done less than 40, and you only have 211 agents. And most of the veteran agents have gone to a back group, a this, a that. How is it that Kendall continues to produce at a level? Because they feel the family atmosphere. If you guys can't take, you got to really think about the partnership. And I'm not saying in a bad way, but it's like we can't take, these people are putting 20, 30, 40,000, but you can't take 5 to 10 seconds for you guys might get 5 emails to the brand. I got to do 50. And I'm not crying about me, but man, Leslie knows more of those people than I do. I still say congratulations. The veterans, I always say something funny. Rodrigo, I'll say, oh, hey, let's dance or this. Irene goes in there. Orlando, downtown Orlando does a great job too. So if I didn't mention you're doing a great job, we got to do better. Lewis does a great job, replies to every single one. But that's what we need to do. It's the pride of ownership, guys. I remember there was one thing Joe Austin said. You could tell a lot by the person's character when they walk by and they see a piece of paper on the floor and they don't pick it up. You're Christian, you talk about all this, you're so godly, but you don't pick up something. What example do you need? You could go into your offices, and I've gone into offices and they don't have that. This is your baby. You gotta make sure that office is spick and span. Kendall was horrible with it. Now we put Tali in there. Bro, it smells good in there. We have never said no to an office. You guys have never had partners said, hey, George, we want to get a better cleaning lady. We want to buy the set machine. I think it's something we should do. In every office, get a set machine. We want people
Or
to
maintain
wanna
it
be
clean, maintain it clean.
Maintain it clean. You see paper, pick it up. For sale signs, they're all beat up, move them out, buy a storage container. So pride of ownership, guys, we're there. We have a very successful, look at these numbers. We had what, year to date, we're not even at this, done with the 6 months. Where we at?
150 million.
550 million. Numbers have gone 30% down, but we keep recruiting out. We'll hit 1.2, 1.3 billion. We need to push. What else we got here?
Trend,
Trends.
you have,
Miami Lakes had a great month. What else we got?
What's over the pipe?
By the way, thanks to Carolina for setting this incredible numbers out there. Let's give Carolina a round of applause for everything she does.
yeah, we got offices with good trends.
Susan,
We got offices with good trends. We got your top 5 offices.
hold up. Attention.
You got your top 5 offices that Carol put together here, which is Miami Lakes, Secaucus, Kendall, Homestead, and Rahway. So shout out to those offices. As you can see the trend line, we are pushing up. There are some good stores. Obviously, like Lakes, we had that big sale for like 35 million in March, which pushed that up. But you have stores like Secaucus, Second in Line, Kendall's doing real good with trends. I mean, these offices are pushing up, and he's calling these offices like Kendall, who's involved with their agents, replying to the emails, always, know what's going on in their offices. Their trend for the year is always on an uptrend. It's always good. We have stores. Sorry to pick on Louis, but we have stores like Doral that have a ton of agents, or their volume of agents is big, but their trend line is not that solid. And George called them out on me not involved with the agents. And to back off, to piggyback on what you're doing, being involved, knowing what's going on in the office, knowing what's going on with your agents. Omi and I tend to ask all the time. We tend to be involved with transaction desks. What's going on? What process of the deal are they in? And he's telling me, he was saying that I don't reply, and it's good to reply, but Omi and I are more personal. We're there in front of their face. We thank them in front of their face. At the office, we call them out on the Monday meetings and let them know that hey, look, these people closed last week. So it's also about, you got to be involved. So being part of the office as partners, you got to make sure that your managers are also involved and know what they're doing in the office. But it's going to start with you. You guys need to know and be involved a lot more on what's going on. Carl, thanks for those numbers again. Really good.
I see my phone. I'm gonna do a good video, social media. All right, so let's continue on that. Thank you for the numbers. I don't think we need the numbers anymore. You can stop share so they can see the audience and stop share. All right, perfect. Okay, perfect. Everybody seeing that? Oh no, I can see you. All right, so let's continue. Any questions, any updates, anything anybody wants to share? Anybody? Okay. All right, now let's continue with the production and things we can do better. Listen, there's a lot of people in here that are crushing it. I'm not gonna call out who's not crushing or crushing, but there's a lot of people that are crushing it. Why do I say it's so important? Because you need my time. And that one call is important. What I have to do, and we're gonna talk about the lead thing. Actually, let's talk about a cool thing. That was a little bit deep, right? Let's talk about something. Sherry came on. This is one of the recruitment tools of what we want to do. Sherry, what did you come in when you came into Lifestyle? What was your previous 12 months before you came to Lifestyle? How much sales volume did you do?
I did in the year I came to Lifestyle at 20 with overnight growth.
Okay, what are you projected to finish this year?
At the end of July, I'll probably be where I was last year.
She's gonna hit over 40 million this year. Not big, or it's not big deal, but it's a lot of days. How many unit count would you say?
I'm already closed, not what I intended for projecting.
She'll end at 50 plus units, 40 million. So without much further ado, only a few of you know. Gotta find my phone. Some of you may know, Sherry is now gonna be a partner. Me and Sherry are buying our plantation Coral Springs office, so let's give Sherry a round of applause. Look at my back door.
I took the video, I sent it to you.
So congrats to Sherry on that. Earned, not given. We're actually buying a unit. We'll close in 2 weeks. Ultimately, this is what we want to do is buy all the units we potentially can. That's why I'll talk about Florida partners. Actually, I should have had I needed Dana to get my notes and like Dana-fy it, like all my notes. It should have been in a process, but I'm learning, Dana. I'm learning. All right, perfect. I'll do it. So
I believe in you, George. I believe in you.
We have someone who's near and dear to us that has earned the right to take up the next step. And that person has done so much for us that I want to congratulate, thank, and say the major reason why we're here today is Yadi. Yadi, please come up.
Yeah. What's going on here, Yanni?
A small token appreciation from all your partners. Please open this up for your new role.
Thank God for the new role.
A little iPad. A little iPad. So. So.
Partners, you'll get the bill.
But you see, I give a gift,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like when
Give
you
you
have a
one.
significant other, you buy the significant other a PlayStation because you want to play it. I bought you the iPad because your new role, you're gonna work more on that.
Oh my God.
Right?
We don't want.
So Yadi is still a director of operations for now. We're doing interviews. I'm gonna get, someone who's probably not licensed to work 40 hours a week. There's a reason for all of that. But Yadi's gonna become, we're still finalizing it, but Yadi's gonna be, we're gonna test this out like we test other things. We're gonna have Yadi as a market sales, something that's gonna help me with Miami Lakes, help me with Miami Lakes, help me with Doral, and go in there and push sales, sit down with Lewis and say, hey, what are we doing? Sit down with Rafi, what else can we do? Let's do this training. Let's get title in here. And we're potentially, and this is what I want to talk to, and potentially help us help with time to try to get more people in there, to go in there and overview and push and be like oversight for her. So her role is going to be well-defined. I'm thinking like a district manager, production coach, whatever the case may be. And Dana's going to talk about something else. We're going to be rolling out. So congratulations to Yadi. She needs the next challenge. And ultimately, I told her is for her to partner already. It's well earned. She actually brought something up, and I want to make it clear to everybody. She had mentioned wanting to open up a branch in Miami Springs, but guys, we are branched out in South Florida, branched out. Now, if it becomes in a sense that you get a person that's 30, 40, $50 million in sales production separate of you, then I'll say, okay. And I would honestly tell you, hey, let's put them in an office. Why would we get another office to eat into a profit? Places that we need to go, I guess we'll go in the charting. As you know, I talked about North Carolina. You guys don't know, and big up to Jersey to making everybody aware of what we have, right? You don't know what you have here as lifestyle agents because you've been here all your time. I invite you, go somewhere else and see what the name does, what you guys have built. You go out there, we got people wanting to partner, throw money to open offices, of course, but we can't pick every partner. So you have an incredible opportunity. So take advantage. And that being said, I'm going to jump to something else. We have someone also in this room. Like a kid in a candy store. See, thanks, Sherry. Thank Dana for not helping me so I can jump all over. I'm just scratching off things. So we have another person in here that has shown in such a short time what the lifestyle way is. This person has earned everything I'm going to share. This person has, I'm going to announce, we have a person that just entered partnership. He's here, and he's not joining in partnership in one branch. He's joining in partnership with 2 branches. So my partner here, Sammy, who are we introducing as a partner for downtown our Lake Nona office and our Tampa office? The dancer. Well, God. You know, he had on Lake Nona, he bought in shares from Noel. Noel's been very busy. He couldn't make it to Orlando. He bought up Noel's share. And in Tampa, as you guys know, now they killed my never lost a partner thing in my life. Cause now I can't say it's partner yet. As you guys know, and I'm not gonna say bad about it, but I'm gonna say that I told you so, Sammy, but I'm not gonna say that. But Zuli is no longer with the brokerage. She, I wouldn't say left us, but she did with a partnership. But her loss is someone else's gain. So he bought into his shares. He goes into that office. He's gonna do the same effect he did with my downtown Orlando office, that his presence is a good anchor. And he's in it, and Lake Nona's bought it into his best month in the 3 or 4 months that he's been there. We were gonna announce it for a while back, but we finalized all the documentation. And in Tampa, he's buying into his shares in there. Also, so congratulations, my bro. Earned, not given. That being said, Orlando, by the way, when is the date, Yanni? The date is August 15th.
She played with her
What is
toys.
it? I invite Orlando, North Carolina. This is huge. It's kind of like triple play. I know some of you guys came. Let's go back again. Let's take it over. But it's August 15th, right, Sandra? Figure that week, we got a booth, a bigger booth, or a bigger booth. I'm gonna have, go ahead. No, the breakdown and, yeah, hey, what happened? George Cassins, you there?
Yeah, he's there.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
So, hey, let's go, let's stay on topic. So Orlando event, we got it, so we'll talk about that, we're gonna take it over. So it's
That's what it
we'll
says
have a lender that has been putting a lot of money, which is gonna lead me to MSA. MSA, marketing service agreements. In Jersey, I don't know if the number is still there, it was over $30,000 to $40,000 in leads have been invested into branches over there. Now we have a lender that's helping us, we expanded the office in Rahway to have another 1,500 square feet. I don't know how many square feet it is, another 800 square feet, because there was an office next door, and this lender is gonna cover that. In Orlando, I'm getting us all the branches, an extra $6,000, $1,500 for downtown Orlando, $1,500 for Fort Lauderdale, $2,000 for Jersey, and whatever's remainder, I'm not even taking it for Doral, it's supposed to be Doral. We are now expanding. Booski. She's there, but is she talking?
I'm here. What's up?
You can't hear her?
She's talking.
She is? Put your volume up.
No, she's talking.
Hold on. Booski,
Yes.
There we go.
how are we with the $1,500?
Putting me on the spot, huh?
All right, so you don't have to, I was just kidding. I just want to make sure you were there and not, I know you're taking care of River, but we now have, somebody has recording on. Take your recording on. Oh, no, you have the microphone. Never mind. Booski. No, we now are working an MSA for Homestead for $1,500 for the rent, which means our partners make more money, or you guys make more money, and you're gonna be contributing $1,000 a month. That's an extra $2,500 a month. I mean, $2,500 a month, figure $30,000 a year. So we're gonna try to maximize that. We need it times. You got, go ahead. Who's the one that's going on the MSA on Homestead? More likely Fairway Mortgage or Ralph. Okay, so branches don't have an MSA, we need one. We got an MSA with PMC Bank, they pay into the office. Rodrigo, how good have they been? In your loans, PMC. Working, they pay the utilities, which is gonna get to you as well from that. Joe, we got PMC, but we didn't, and I know it's not good, I'm talking to Rob about Fairway, I don't do any business with Rob. PMC Bank gave us our Fort Myers Naples branch, there's not a lot of more freedom. They gave us that branch, if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't contact Joe here. Downtown Orlando has Heat Premium again, and then Lake Nona, where are we with that MSA? Guaranteed rate, Dayland, we'll get Dayland is doing there. Apartment lender in there, in that stage. She dropped the iPad? Marcel has PM Bank, they're paying for leads, they're in that office, they're working their butt off, they're paying rent. Who else are we missing? All right, so on that MSAs, keep a thing out. Oh, North Carolina, get ready. We'll talk about that. Okay, all right. Okay, Florida, this is voting time. North Carolina, Jersey, I have you here. You guys are be at the end of this for a vote. All right, we need to take a vote. We've talked about it for a long time, and now we need to make a decision. Actually, let's go back to it, where I'm gonna introduce something else. We are now, Guzman has worked it, that we are now gonna offer the whole brokerage. Chime CRM. Who uses Chime in your hand? Good reviews? Good reviews. We are not gonna offer it to whole brokers. As you know, we offer it to our top dog free of charge. And we do it because we get more business and we retain them, but we're not gonna offer it to brokers, the price point, like EXP now offers it as an additional cost, so does LPT, and so does other brokers. We're gonna do this, we're gonna match them at $40 a pop, we're gonna, I'm sure maybe 40 people are gonna pay for it, or 100 or 200, but at least it helps us retain and recruit and say we have chance, right? So it's all about having value adds we can give them, they may never use it. We had a CRM that we gave to the whole brokerage, and if at that time 1,000 agents, maybe 7 people use it. So we'll have another tool they're able to use. Let me see. The vote. Let me just get this up. All right, the vote. All right, we've been talking and talking, giving so many officers, so much software, and there's a reason for it. So there is, and then before I get to the vote, let's continue talking. Transaction desk and all partners, whatever we do in Jersey, we're already picking another software, so it's new. North Carolina, South Carolina, we might pick something else. Are we gonna be able to use transaction desk in North Carolina?
Zip form, yes.
Zip form, so there's no software. So for Florida, we've been very under the radar, and I never brought up to the partners. We were paying 3,100, they raised it 36, I never brought it to the partner. We always said, hey, guys, you're gonna have to pay more. I just paid $7,200 yet last month. So I'm gonna, depending on how many users, how many seats you have in your branch, I'm gonna need help with the partners on that. So we're gonna need on that. Also, no partners, we pay $25,000 for a soft cut it. $25,000 for LR1 app. I need you guys. Heinz does an incredible job. Leslie's one of the best that use it. Homestead does an incredible job. Why you see the numbers? Give me the numbers again. Give me that numbers again. I got it. Let me go back to that before I go to the vote. Go to the numbers where the branches are. Where is it? All right, look. Let's go back. Success in the pudding. Great. Homestead is great.
There.
Tally is great. Now, LR1 app, I don't think Dennis even. And Manny, well, you might have, because you haven't used it enough. Sea Caucus uses it. Dana uses it. Well, listen, use it or not, that is a $20.
Oh boy. Hello, Jennifer.
Booski.
They made you, yeah.
I might have made person.
Chris,
What's up, bro? What we doing?
you picking me up from the airport or what?
Yeah, let's go. I'm here. I'm ready.
All right, I'll text you when I land.
All right.
Need to borrow some money. I
Said
want
that-
to borrow some money from Chris.
I need to borrow some money from you, Sean. Sean, you gonna have the Sprinter or like Rolls Royce or something waiting for us at the airport or what?
Yeah, listen, Sir Ashley just bought the electric i7. We'll pick everybody up in that.
Oh, there you go. As long as I can watch the TV in the back, I'm good.
Hey, I just did.
That's good. That's good. Let's see where these guys. What's going on here? Oh, there we go.
I don't even know.
Every time that I'm recruiting, I'm trying to use.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
All right, let's go. For Florida, North Carolina, Jersey, everybody hold off a second. I'm gonna do a quick vote. It's gonna go up, just because we're doing so much more. We've earned it. It's been 2-3 years with it. It's helpful month. When you look at numbers, the branch might have made 25,000 and it might have made another 6 or 7,000. That's rent, that's expenses, that's food, that's marketing, that's fires. And we'll talk about what we can provide more. I think, well, I'm gonna let you guys. If you feel that we should raise the transaction fee to either $4.95 or $5.95. Now let's start. Who wants to vote and raise it to $4.95? Branch partners, raise your hand. No, time is still gonna be an option. This is just for more stuff. Yeah, everything will have. More branches, having chime available, we're just giving them a special price. If they get chime by themselves, it's $500 a month. If they get chime-
Inflation.
Huh?
Inflation.
And chime, what?
Not only that, but let's speak about this right now. That lifestyle one is another expense that we're paying $25,000, right? The other thing,
The VA is emailing everybody, all the old MLS. get- What? No, we don't have any more. No,
Go ahead,
they're
Sammy.
doing the just sold flyers, just listed, all of that.
Set up in our website for the agent to go in there and edit their own stuff and create their own flyers.
You never do it. Nobody uses it.
So just all those VAs that you have are just doing those flyers, that's all.
VA, the flyers, I'll show you an email, they're just doing a lot of onboarding. There's 3 full-time just working lifestyle.
Okay, they do onboard?
Emails,
The lifestyle.
Better one-on-one.
Yeah.
Not we have different ones for that. Yeah, we'll talk about recruitment as well, but no, it's just to help with the offices. Yeah, no, same thing. It's just more operating capital for the branch. This,
1 or 200.
we have 3 back-end VAs here, 1 in Jersey, and 2 recruiting on and off VAs.
Give or take?
Yeah.
Well, that's not-
This is very simple though. We pay $3.95, we don't pay, the buyer the seller pays.
95% of our.
Office charge you $5.95 already because they want to. Okay, $200 in their pocket. You have to understand that we don't pay for everything in insurance. We don't pay for liability insurance. Excuse my French. We don't pay for jack. That's it.
Yeah, but.
Neither do people. But the agents are not paying for it, the buyer or the seller. But if they.
I understand, but when they go to pass that on to the buyer.
You guys lost the audio too, right?
Yeah, I did. I
Okay.
say we do a monthly fee for all the agents. $35. If every agent paid $35 a month, even the ones
It just-
not producing.
I think it goes against the way we've set it up, where we have the monthly
But
fees.
no,
Like that's one of our big sales, you know.
I know, but
Fantastic.
I know. But you know what that does? That keeps the riffraff out. Like if it costs them a little bit of money, then you know what's inspected is respected. If it's free and you may have to do nothing and you're just la 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 la, then you know. But if there's some investment involved, you know, just 2 cents. I hate transaction fees. If I was a buyer or seller, I would not pay it. because you're already getting your payment. And I feel that way personally, and I never charge the transaction fee. So me personally, I think it's a
Yeah.
junk fee buyers and sellers don't want to pay.
Yeah. In Jersey, we don't really, it's very rare. I know Russ and Aaron are partners, they pass it off, but I would say maybe, I would say 99% of agents pay for it.
Do that.
Yeah, we pay,
Here
we
in,
charge it.
Charlotte.
We charge it $4.95 and no one's really been fighting it. We've had like
We do
maybe
it all the
one or
time.
two people, but everyone else has been fine and it's only due if you close. So, and we do a lot of work as agents. We're not attorneys. We don't get to charge a retainer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you don't want to charge it, don't charge it.
it's-
But
All right,
it's
so for
If
Florida and
it's pitched
Jersey,
right, if it's
so
pitched right,
it's
you can
another
possibly
value add that
go
we're
on.
getting. Hold on a second. Hold on.
oops.
All right. All right, we now, guys, I need the floor. Let's get through this. Guys, we now have, hey, Yadi, sit. I'll cover it. Oh, the internet is down? But everybody's on my Zoom. Don't worry, everybody's on my Zoom. Hey, Miguel, let me get the floor. Manny, Frank. Guys, let's get through this. All right, another value add that we're adding to all the agents. They go ahead and ask a good question. Everybody that's a producer, I'm not gonna say it to a rookie because we're gonna have a request of 1,500 agents running website and they're not gonna do the website. Whoever's a producer, we now have unlimited agent websites. Unlimited agent websites. It's very basic. You can give us a bio. It has a contact form where Jimena can get contacted. Jimena was one of the first. Let me give you Elizabeth. I did it for her as well. We're gonna have 3 different templates. It's gonna be great for SEO. We're getting there. This is just a testing. We're doing it. We're just gonna pull their Zillow things and gonna get a contact form. They're gonna be able to get an IDX website if they want for $5, where they normally charge $40 to $100, $5. And they're gonna, this guy told me, Andrew, something else that they can add an IDX website. They can add a portal to whatever. So you'll have it. Go ahead.
Back to Andrew.
He's been still with us. So he's in there.
Those that are gonna use time, any agents that will use time also offers a real good website, only uses it, I use it.
One question with time.
Yeah.
If I already have it, and I pay for it for myself and my team, is there any benefit? No, but you control my solo business? No. Everything the owner has. But do you mean?
What owner? That I have
The
access?
brokerage, yeah, the brokerage of the owner could see everybody's work, but, you know, each
I don't want, we don't want your leads. All right, so you get that website. So $4.95, let's get it. All right. North Carolina, Sean, you there?
We see you.
Sean? Can you hear me?
Hey, I can hear you now. I had it on mute.
All right, guys, I need your attention. Manny, hold it down over there for me, please. Let me stop my screen share. Sean, give us an invite for guys, so you can't hear it back there. Talk to us about the event.
Oh, man, it's gonna be great, man. So June 30th, I hope everybody can make it out. We are having a grand opening party plus client appreciation at the Skyline Terrace. The backdrop is gonna be Uptown Charlotte. The place is beautiful. It could probably hold close to 800 people. We don't want to get that many people up there, of course, but we'll have music, lighted swings, lighted balls. Like, it's going to be a lot of fun and some really good food too. So hopefully you guys can make it. We're going to do the ribbon cutting here at the office at 5 o'clock. Then we're going to head to the venue and have a big party. It'll be from 7 to 11.
All right.
People that are traveling in, I would suggest you stay where George stays at the JW Marriott Uptown Charlotte. It is very nice. Very nice. So that's it. Let's go get it.
All right, I need a raise of hands. I need a raise of hands. Who's, lower your volume, Guzman? Guzman, lower your volume. Who's going? Raise your hand. I'm going. 1, 2, who else? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay. 10, 11, but 11, all right, 11 for Jersey. How many people from Jersey are going? I know Chris, Zito, I don't know. George told me he's going. Downs group are going. George Casson is going, perfect. All right, we're halfway there. All right, back to numbers, a little bit sterner. All right, legal update. Well, let's go to recruitment numbers. This includes Jersey and everybody else, so. All right, look at everybody's name here. Rev share. Jesus. All right, you want to see the branches that are, Yadi's recruited 22, Rafi, Melissa 24, Miguel 2, Rick, who is busy as he could be, 6, Leslie 4, Sammy 11, Richard Mendez 2, Luis Guinan 5, Chris Delgado 12, Riza 12, Zito 2, it'll probably be more, George Classens 10, Maurice Nagon 3, Dana 1, Marco 8, Joel being a recruit is 44, Tally 6, and Kendall, Michael Lavernia 1, horrible, Manny the Beard 5, Tati 7, great job Tati, Jaime 7, Marvin 2, Omi 17, but Omi recruited for a little bit, right? But Omi probably has recruited the most in this office, add Miguel. Jen Decker only 3, Levon 1, Irene 16, Jen Angulo 7, Rodrigo 4, trash. Lisette 2, Noel a bunch, but Noel recruited over 300 something. This is just since rev share. William 1, trash. Michael 1, Michael Rabin 6, okay, Mike got it. Maciel 3,
Trash.
Michael Valdez 2. All right, so that's what's on rev share. So this, okay. All right. There's a reason that I'm gonna call people out and I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna now do a duck goose here. Recruits like crazy. I can recall. Recruits like crazy. They made it recruits. Luis Dinan, he just goes with, well, he does recruit too, we bring him back for a lot. Nobody was like, you're not talking about no home run hitter. I haven't seen recruit somebody in 3 years. Sander recruits, he has like 30, 40 people. Pablo, this man wouldn't be here without Pablo. That's why he has a seat in his partner's table in Texas. You recruited how many people? 6, and he just built the brokerage for 3 months. Dennis, used to be a pro, Dennis, who else did he bring? I mean, true. This woman was here and I was here. Man, you have recruited to Avery. As partners, you can recruit to every brand. I'm gonna clear a rep share. How many people have you got on fish share? Very, how many people? Yeah. No. I need you to put Tati, Rusty, Omi, that never would happen to another person. Rodrigo. Yeah, Irene.
Wait, you give me a piece of trash.
Irene was on. He brought in a red flag. He brought a set.
You ready to jump?
Hey, I want the record to show. What
You ready to jump?
I'll stay on that. Good jump on.
And the down group
Or are
brought
you gonna listen?
all right, George Casson brought the down group, which then it brought Dana. All right, so Chris Delgado is probably one of the main men that has recruited Cheeto, Marcial. After Gaggle, hey, Broker Nation don't count no more, all right? That's it. Who's been sleeping? What have you recruited? Oh, one, well, no, Sandra brought 1. One,
Yo, I close everybody that only brings me, I close them.
no, not that you lose them, this is that you bring them. So, go back to the branch partner numbers, actually. All right. Something I wanna call out, pride of ownership. I wanna give Richard Mendez a pride of ownership. One of the people that go, hey, bro, there's 3 MLS listing, I'm looking for my client, no picture, horrible photo. We cannot approve MLS listing, or we were gonna remove it from the line. Because if you're allowing trash for our name, it hurts the whole brokerage. And if it's a, and the other thing we found out was Michael Laverne, I was about to put it. If it's a matter of our branch, it's like a dispute. So thank you, Richie, to make sure that we're, oh, you have ChatGPT, it's an iPhone right now. There's no way.
George's email.
Yeah,
so
they-
amazing.
Oh my, hey, one time there was a girl, I met the broker that I sent an email, and that's like, nice ChatGPT. It was a profound time while you were here. Yeah. All right, let me talk to you about rev share and agent transfer form. Because that is most right, I didn't do a good job of explaining it. But since this is being recorded or no? Not really, right? Probably not.
You may wanna stop.
So let me explain to North Carolina, South Carolina, Jersey knows it, but explain it to the partnership because maybe Frank doesn't know. Rev share for branches is, oh, man, sit down, bro, if you're really like in the back of the class, friend, but, so this is how it works. Rev share goes by ultimately the DocuSign, right? So the problem is like, oh no, but I brought Ronald, and, but ultimately, when Ralph signed up that day, he put his name, it goes ultimately to the DocuSign. What it says, because I can't say that he said, you said, because when you call the agent, it's gonna be, but I go to a DocuSign, that's ultimately what gets it there, what's on DocuSign. Now, I had this question, Dottie had somebody that came to the office and said, hey, this person, I met with them, I closed them, but I said, Dottie, there's somebody that recruited us, social media, we have Mel, works her butt off. I had ultimately Anthony, my brother, doing it, he said he quit because he didn't want to do it anymore, to just get a red shirt, because he wanted to make $50 on it. So I have Dottie doing it now, and whoever's the direct office, because it's a job to set these meetings, to follow up, it's not easy for those people. So if they're by social media, they all, if social media, it's working, because Mel's doing ads, Mel's doing this. So we pay $125 to our business development manager. We're gonna be doing something, I'm gonna allow Dana to talk at the end of the meeting before we let out, or something we're doing. So rev share, if it's like an email lead, remember, the brands that get together, it would be easy for me to, oh, take to the west or lights on social media, to put them all in the main brands. No, it goes to wherever the agent picks, right? Don't tell me all the agents. We have, I think, we have heard, but the rev share is good enough, but this month, the last month, if people want, I sent a mass email that they get $200 in credit, marketing credit, and we've done it, and we offer 125. So we're gonna keep pushing, so we get more, most of our recruits are very much, so let's just say 120 are recruits from rev share. So if agent transfer form, we're gonna create a form to talk about the recruitment, how much you pay, because different people. Agent transfer form, that agent goes, you know, I use Homestead and Kennedy, that's one of the. If that person doesn't show up to the office or went to the office, unless they join a team, they have to show up to the office at least 2 to 3 days out of the week. You'll know who it is. For somebody to send me an agent transfer form and I know they don't go there or they come back to the home office, you lose the rev share for that branch, it's 50-50. If they join a team, they don't have to go to the office as much as long as the team is provided. But you can't have, and I'm gonna bring it up, Mike Laverne is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna create a team. He's gonna tell 20 people and say they're all under his team so he can get rev share. That's not how it's gonna work. You have to get them to sign up at the day of rev share, and you create a team that's not becoming a can't do it, just gonna be showing up, Mike Laverne's team, and he's providing no leads, no training. We haven't had this case, but we just guys gotta know that it has to be somebody who's really showing up. We're getting to it. Legal update. We had a lawsuit. We settled it. Not a lawsuit. We had a demand letter. The reason why you didn't see the number 150 last month, we got a demand letter for one of our agents sent a text message. Osman from West Palm Beach sent a text message that said, hey, Tati, congratulations on passing your real estate exam. This is Osman. This is what messes up. Osman from Lifetime International Realty. And I just wanted to see, have you made a decision yet regarding on what we spoke about? He did. He shouldn't have used ISOP. So you can't send a text because we would have been a $500 fine, but we had to pay $1,500 for the attorney and $3,500 to send it, but the guy's like, no, because the stress that it caused my client, so we had to set up. So what we're doing now, yeah, the stress that it caused, that text message, and that his phone got irreparably damaged from that one text message. It's stupid, troll attorneys. So what we're gonna do is, we're offering Joel position to do recruitment full-time, which I'll talk to Dave of something we're gonna launch in the office. We're gonna offer to Omi, we're gonna offer it to Joel, so we're gonna, or other people, if they don't take the job, of course. And I hope they do. But we are not gonna create a marketing company and not be lifestyle. So if they would have seen, they look at lifestyle, it's the one who's in the text, they see a big pocket. We're not gonna have a third-party company recruiting for us per se. So we're gonna get that, and that will go with the Navy SEALs for recruitment in Jersey. They're ready for it since we have enough offices. Another partner fee, the billboard that you guys saw, $6,000 per month. Some branches had, some branches did. Congratulations. We did the top 20 or the top 30 agents that sent me a headshot. MLS approval, guys, we're getting to the end of this. Legal update, okay, here's another big thing. For Florida and North Carolina, South Carolina. Guzman is gonna start helping. All right, so I'll talk about that in the vision. The website, interns. Kendall has 3. At first, they were crying about the interns because they didn't know what to do. Now you got the interns. Who has interns? Raise your hand.
Who's choosing these people?
We don't choose them.
So how does this work? If I have a structure at the for an intern, so we do that. She asked me if we do that. I didn't know.
No, but this is the program center that George, they bring him and they interview, but they just been sending them, oh, today's my first day, like, cool, who hired you? Oh, I don't know, I just sort of, I feel bad for them.
Listen, these interns that we're getting some of them have ADHD, learning disability. Some of them are not gonna be great for talking to people, but they could write thank you cards all day. They could check your email. They could lead generate by other means that doesn't have to lock them into a room and let them know what they do. Some of them might not be, if they don't fit the mold because they have some kind of disability, then let us know. For the most part, you could get them to work. We had the lab hired one of the interns, full-time admin.
And she's learning disability.
And has a learning disability, and she went, so we gotta help everybody. God helps those who help others. So if they have a major disability, then let me know. Manny has a person with disability, but he's helped her and conquered whatever it is, and now he's showing her how to work better. This is a feel-good feeling. So you gotta make it work. Now, it's super, like, you can't get them to do, one of them, I had to let them go, because they were like, they didn't wanna talk to people, and they were like, they had it, so then, let me know.
No, but I did, this one, she's like, did I start 6'9"? Is that gonna block my number? I'm like, yeah, but I want to know your calling. I'm like, let me ask you a curiosity, what do you do with calls that come in like after you leave? Because, we would like to follow up, no, I just told them, we're doing my working hours and I can go. I was gonna find something better for you. She's like, art? She's like, yeah, and she's awesome at the post. So I figured it out, that's it, she's making posts now.
Yeah, let's do that.
They're paying the students to go.
That's what they're doing. They're paying these people. So we're giving them.
So we get to bandage.
And Natalie introduced us to an FIU program.
Which Natalie?
Natalie Jane, she sent us the email for an
Oh, yeah,
FIU program.
FIU students that are more college educated. All right, Sherry, Dana, are you there?
Yeah, she's there.
Yes, I am.
Raise her volume. So Dana.
Mute yours.
Yes.
I talked to them of what's coming with.
I just lost your audio. Talk to them about, and then you went mute.
Explain to them on the new roles that we're gonna be offering.
All right.
And then about the SWAT.
I saw what you did there. It's all good. Yeah, so we have 2 incredible leaders. Someone give me a thumbs up or scream if you can hear me, or give me a thumbs. Thank you, Jen Buski, Decker. All right. So essentially, we have a great opportunity through 2 leaders in the company to essentially pilot a proven coaching platform. So it looks like creating profits that frankly may not have been there before. And so it's for the most part a self-funded role, and it's going to look like having 2 incredible lifestyle leaders step up and offer a group coaching platform. And so it is optional for agents who essentially have not met their mark. Maybe it's for dual career agents who are just striving to crack the code to make money in real estate. It could be for that $1 to $4 million producer that just needs to create momentum in their business. It's most likely someone who is an agent that has not reached a 6-figure annual GCI. So this is more of that up to a launch level in terms of production. We're looking at launching it in 3 locations and then another part of the state and another 3 locations, 2 different leaders that I'm so excited to coach those coaches. And so it's a group program that really encourages agents to tap in, because the idea is that their existing 80% split includes coaching. And so the coaches are compensated off the GCI, so nobody gets paid unless they do, right? So the agent coaching client doesn't have a bill per se to carry. They just enjoy the fruits of their labor and the guidance of this group coaching platform. What's great is that it serves as a way to get agents in production that may not have naturally reached production yet. So us as partners, it impacts the bottom line favorably, because I don't think anyone's going to be upset if you have a few more units that close month to month. And again, the coach doesn't get paid unless the agent does him or herself. How's that? George Canciobello, if you could unmute so I get some sort of feedback. Otherwise, I feel like I'm screaming into the abyss.
We heard you perfect. Now I'm gonna elaborate a little bit more, put my flavor, so stay
Sure.
tuned. All right, so 2 things. First off, on that. So this is how this came about, and Dana coming on board has opened up our mindset about different things, right? Different models, different training. So this is what happens. We're all clear. Joel came to us, and Joel had been for a while. Like Fenway had been giving Joel for a while to come and be like a production manager. So he came from like North Carolina or Jersey or whatever. And I offered him a role, like a bigger salary, and makes money off the production of the team members, and then he makes like 8% or 10% of whatever agent you bring. Sherry gets attached to it, like, let's say I go to KW, I'm a 730 or 640 agent, if Sherry starts measuring a few, I have to pay another 10% to Sherry. Now, what's the number 1 complaint we always get? We don't have enough mentors. That's the number 1. Now, it's a more creative way. So figure that this is self-paid by the agent. The agents don't do it with that. Man, I want to get 50% of my deal, but here, they only get 10% more to the agent. Now, what that means is that's an extra $1,000. Right now, mentors for like 50 people bring more money, but now they only take a certain amount of people, and every time an agent goes in, man, we do 10 goals and that's $25,000. That's how they book it. So we're gonna offer that as well. We're gonna offer him now with the swap program. And we're gonna have something, the details of cost for everybody. Sherry did a whole presentation. I'm gonna share everybody. So we're gonna have team leaders. Imagine I can tell you, hey, they're gonna branch manager. You know, always gonna go in there to take 4 of your agents, and you're gonna just go in there and train them, and when they go, the agent pays it, or God forbid, maybe it's an agent that we have to be too high, we just pay, let's say a branch $50,000, we give only $1,000. He's just making them better. So but most likely the agent, let's just say make $10,000, and they're already 20. That $1,000, the extra 10% only would make $1,000. Why not? Money that comes now, if it's aggressive, we get at least the agent will pay 10%. And then we're gonna give 2% or 3% to Dana to manage the SWAT program trainees. We're gonna have it in Florida, we're gonna have one in Orlando, so it's gonna help all our offices. We're giving Joel Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, and Fort Lauderdale, West Palm Beach, Plantation, Cold Springs, and everything around it. If you want them to be able to go down, but having another manager per se. So once we piloted with Omi and Joel and Omi are part of the 2 that do this already, and they should be compensated. We'll open it up and have like a production manager for every branch. Now.
It's only for 80/20 correct now.
It's only for new agents. No, if it's 90/10, let's say there are 90/10 agents, the agent pays the 10%. But if you're 80/20, we still pay 10%. What do we do? We have the aggressive, we'll be aggressive. If the branch is gonna make $1,000, but now the agent pay, it's self-paid. Whenever we do, there will be a profit. It's up to how long you want to go. I think, but how long you will stay with the. But the 3 months, 60, like there's a minimum required for the time we spend.
Victoria was still, even doing one of my first Victoria, they just said that we still coaching the lifestyle and see how much how it makes.
So you see, it's a great leverage for us, you know, on top of two part of that. Now, Dana, this is my plug for you. I am, oh, I'm on mute?
No.
No, they can hear me. Dana, wait, put your finger up.
I can hear you.
All right, perfect. All right, guys, I'll tell you right now, this is, you guys are my partners. I can look around in this room and I can tell you without having to call you out, because you're my partners, I do it with love. There's a lot of people here that haven't hit the $6, $7, $8 million mark. There's a lot of you that have trusted me since day one. I've known Dennis from the guy's license. I know Manuel is guy's license, and I've said it in partner meeting. I am so grateful that you guys have trusted me this far. You gotta trust me for this little thing. For $149. Oh, I don't know what we're doing for partner, but you guys gotta see Dana Suarez report on the 27th. That Dana should have never opened this up to agents. It should have been every single partner going in. These are things I guarantee you, Dennis has never seen. The people I know, Pablo trusted me since day one. Miguel was an appraiser, but I had to show Miguel how to write a contract when he came on board.
I had to show you.
I'm gonna be doing it the opposite way. Well, Leslie, thank you for trusting me for day one.
The goose.
Gooseman, thank you for trusting me from day one. Irene trusted me from day one. So only know this class, when I saw the 120 slides. You remember you guys had asked for Dana for so much? She's gonna do this for the brokerage. She's doing this class. I can get her material right. She's gonna do your business plan, how to get business, how to get listing, how to do this, how to do that. So much. Everybody here. I would never say I require anything, because I'm not nobody's disciplinarian or anything, but I expect every single person to be in that. Because what you're gonna learn, whoever's been in my morning calls, whoever's done data training or manager training, look how good she is in 30, 40 minutes of your time. Imagine having her for 4 hours. You're gonna become a better leader. Pablo, who's very good on this, and guaranteed you that 4-hour course, you're gonna walk away with another 10 to 15 years of being able to generate that business. So I am imploring everybody to be on Dana's June 22. I'm taking it, I'm doing my notes, because I don't need to teach this when I do my trainings. All I can teach is X, Y, Z. I need to add more tools to my tool, but as a leader, when somebody goes through Tati and Dana, you want to be able to give them more data to make more money for your bank, and you feel good. So need everybody on it. Good, give me a few more minutes. We're almost there. Where are we doing it? At the tax team office, at my ex-girlfriend's office, thanks to Samantha for and probably calling, who was no, thanks to Leslie for doing it at my ex-girlfriend's tax office. I appreciate you. All right. Who set up Dana with the tax team? Thanks. All right, this is a serious matter for North Carolina. South Carolina is not gonna be there, but this is for Jersey and Florida. Guys, this is a serious one, and this is an investment of partners. This is probably one of the most serious stuff. We lost a person, Eddie Bocanega in Kendall, right? He was a $14 million producer in year 5. He is a $1.6 million producer right now. Wow. How they were able, the guy that went to Dennis's wedding, went to Hyman's wedding, was able to be taken from under our nose, was the stupidest thing ever. So we need to be compared to what people are doing to put people off our desperation. Desperation. When we did, you know what? I've been mad. You know what? No, listen. I've been mad that they put me in a group thing, you guys are saying about it, I left the group chat. I was like, yo, I told him this, I was like, look, and it is on him. So he goes, hey guys, you know, my business has failed, and he gave it a go for 5 or 6 months, never would show up to the office here and there, and he went from 13, 14, 15 minutes. Lost weight. He lost weight. He lost his weight, but and then I got, and then he was like, and I go, man, you go to Hyman's wedding, you go to Dennis' wedding, and you're gonna leave us without give us an opportunity. He went to Lux for Zillow Flex program, right? And I go to him before he left. He told Dennis first. He hit me up. He was scared to call me. So I go and I get on the phone. I go, hey, let me talk to you. Why did you leave the brokerage? Why are you leaving the brokerage? Bro, my business is not good. You know, it's on me, but they're offering me leads right now. And I go, okay, listen, you really wanna listen? And I go, hey, let me ask you, bro, who are the people, I want the people in the camera to see, who are the people that you're following that are making so much money in Flex? I pull up broker market, that's why I pay you to do that instead. He tells me Priscilla Agro, Priscilla, huh? Ozzy, she's did 6 deals, all the almost back. Her sales volume was like 5 million. So if she did it at 2.5%, let's just say she made 60, divided by 50%, they take 50% of your commission. So, okay, so she made $35,000 and that's only about, no, not her, he didn't know. She was thinking that he did 20 deals. Oh, no, Camilo something. 4 deals, 4 million. Oh, so he might have made 40,000, if it's 3%, he made 20,000. And then ultimately, the girl that crushed him, gullible, Tiffany, whatever, 3 deals, 2 million. So I was like, you're following these people, a $14 million producer for Zillow Flex lead, and you become an employee? So I said, okay, now, so to Vertigo, the 2 deals, the same thing. At least Vertigo was mad about it and told us before. So this is what I said. We need to play that game as well, but really make them move it. So everybody needs to be an update. Did you try that meeting and yesterday at 3.5 and getting the leads or no? Are you getting leads? Which one, Prime Street?
Op City and Prime Street, my agents are using it.
Prime Street?
Kia's closing. Kia's closing deals. With Prime Street?
I don't know.
Oh, Kia's getting them. Chelsea gets them too. I don't know what it is.
Everybody, so look, Rodrigo, Rodrigo is here and he's a walking testament. How many Zillow leads have you done with us so far? I hear pretty fresh.
We closed none yet.
Okay, any good leads?
No, yeah, we got good leads.
When
But
you
I mean,
were
there's
recruiting
a lot
that
of
team
them-
and you offered them leads from Zillow, they were excited.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing this in the brand.
Are the leads exclusive or are they shared?
No, exclusive.
What's the
Yeah.
difference?
So
Wait,
these
you
secret songs.
said, I wonder if maybe it's a very.
So this is the one we're doing with
$1,500 a week, and that's not much, so
Yeah.
Miguel is probably one of, and again, I would say is that, but Miguel was talking about that when you did the transaction, you were there, but now. We don't, argue ourselves, really mad about it, we don't need to touch it. We're going, and I'm not putting any vendetta, right? We, what does that mean? We are not going after anybody specific, because they're behind us. I didn't want to share the article, but we were on the Real Deal, people were telling me, and we were like number 8 on the Real Deal, Miami-Dade County, I could share it. But it's BS because they use our Miami numbers, not our Orlando, not our West Palm, not our Tampa, or anything else, but they'll use Pi's whole state, or Compass's whole state. And they showed our numbers by doing Miami-Dade County, they called me for a quote, and they use my negative quote. If you don't advertise the Real Deal, they don't make it in a favorable light. So they use only our Miami-Dade number, not even our like our MLS for Fort Lauderdale and everything else, but they use everybody else nation number. That's great. Keep under the radar. So what we're gonna do with our top producers, I will say Sherry. Sherry's a prime example. Sherry, day one. Sherry's gonna go back to KW and make Sherry a marketing, we're gonna do that and use Sherry for a year, another event. Let's use it at our branch level. Kendall, we need to recruit people with it. You go to that guy in KW, the business is dropping, that's gonna be the hook. When they come in here, they see our culture. You know what, so we gotta get them the hook, we need to do more leads, get them on Op City. We had, look, for example, Zuli's people left, but 3 of them stayed with us. The 3 that do deal, the other ones that didn't do deal, let me explain on that, and I like to say that story. That last one, you guys can have a learning experience. So guys, Jersey, North Carolina, there was an agent that on social media, and I'm not talking bad about it, on social media, our Tampa partner, she looked like she sold $200 million in real estate. Another one of the people, and I'm not gonna make names, that are doing these reels and all these videos that talk about they're making 100,000. And when I talked to her with Sammy, I just said the truth. You're spending so much time on social media, trying to write a check that you're not, and somebody copied it. So all of her top producers were leads, and she wasn't providing anything of substance. And she was giving leads, giving that, or building herself. So she felt that Sam and I didn't give her the tool to be successful by paying her leads and this. And I was like, whoa, what lender or what? I wouldn't be title money to get your lead, or I wouldn't be lender money to you. You're not closing it. You're. So, what am I doing? The three that stay loyal to us, I'm going to lunch with them tomorrow, I'm putting them on Optimi, I'm getting Prime Screen. I'm gonna do whatever I can to show it, right? So make sure you're using it. If we need to recruit with leads, do the recruitment with leads. Go ahead.
Now that we're on that topic, is it being recorded?
No, but
Yes, it is.
it is? Oh, yes.
For learning purposes only, I think, because now everybody thinks they're an influencer. And I think we need to be very careful who we allow to create groups and then take their 20, 30, 50% of their deals and that's not whatever, because then it creates issues. You can only sell yourself when you're selling that bullshit, it only lasts for so long, and after 30 or 45 days, then, you know, you see the person for who they really are, and then those agents get a bad taste for LIR as a whole, and they keep, you know, they're like, oh.
They need to
shit,
control that. Yeah.
Promises you the world, you pay them. Whatever you need to. No, don't get me wrong, if you're making videos, that's awesome, great, because there's, you know, that's embarrassing, if you're, because I don't know, I look at numbers and I'm like, you know, perfect. But, and then what happens is, then you're creating these teams of 13, 15, I don't know how many people, and there's only so far the BS is gonna take you. At the end of the day, those people are like sitting there still without production, but now it makes us all of that. They make, you know, because now they don't only get mad at that person, they get mad at LIR. And we've seen this happen, well then, the people leave. They're like, you know what, forget it, this person, I feel uncomfortable working there because she's there and I don't want to work.
Doors should implement, like if they want to create a team, they have to have a certain amount of years and a certain.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, to be
You
able.
can't just have any single person say, all right, I'm gonna do the TV. because I think it's a certain amount of production.
I need Terry, I know you have to pay them. Probably get that, give me that, because if they don't have $15 million in production, if you that number, they can't start.
No.
I agree.
Like, hey, cover one person until you get there. Hire an admin and you let them start.
Yeah.
I love that. That's great. Write that down.
Talk back here.
Hey, we're just a little lost because the
Wait.
audio's fading a little bit.
Okay.
You guys hear us better now?
We can hear you, but to understand is tougher.
Okay. All right, I'll stay here.
So, and that's the thing.
A minimum requirement.
It's very, they're building a team, yet they're still calling the partner for advice on transactions and stuff. I'm like, aren't you a coach?
Minimum requirement in team, and every agreement has to be mandated that I sign the agreement to review it.
Yeah.
We're in a good trial with not that many nights are on there, but they were actually, they were really upset about the people they're talking about. And then, Kevin was, we just have them, there, and like, what about the.
That's good to know. Those type of things are good.
So I think moving forward, that's a good idea of having a requirement, because now you have other kids also want to coach or mentor by doing that. I think
All right.
it's a good idea.
So, go ahead.
I like that.
It has something to do with that.
Guys, let's give the floor to Richie.
I had a convo with Bob in reference to like when agents leave about, you know, us taking the high road and then when take their listing, just because we wanna, you know, it's like a girl, we just wanna talk and go. But Bob was saying like a lot of the bigger agencies, like they constantly remind people like, wait, like you need the listing state. And maybe that can kind of scare them or, you know.
Hold them down longer.
Yeah, like.
We make a judge, we have it in our contracts that we keep 50%. We probably enforced it 4 times.
That's what I'm saying.
We don't want to hold them down hostage, but like, we'll have an example. I paid $7,500 to Quick to do the videos and the training platform that Dana's doing. I did all the video content to Jose Nino. When he left without saying us. We paid him in manage. We lost money. We paid a manager pay. I paid him $7,500. I never saw the videos. And when he left, he had 2 deals and we recouped our money. We've used it maybe 4 times in all this time because we're like, hey, listen, I think you're listening.
Yeah, but I agree with Richard, it shouldn't depend on the situation because if you need
Don't think of both of these companies and all those companies. You're listening to state.
Oh, yeah.
No, but we don't let the listing go though.
We don't let them go.
We don't let the listing go.
What we kind of enforce is if they have a deal on the contract. We hardly ever let the listing. I did on that one because I was like, get rid of it.
No, yeah.
It wasn't worth it. It was overpriced and it was 3 rentals, right? An overpriced sale. I'm like, oh, take it. I don't need it to be hostage. But all they're gonna do is do a mission, maybe call the seller, write me an email and cry about it. And they're gonna get it ultimately when they end me up. So I let them leave.
Is there a way that we could put on when they're gonna sign in, something in there, because I know that it does say that, but something that maybe it's mandatory to have an exit interview? If you
I
wanna
have
make
an
that
exit survey, I said, but it's not forced. But yeah, we should have.
Survey, if
The
it'll let
thing
you
is,
exit,
hey,
you
I
can
don't
sit
even want,
down.
I don't need to sit down with a Zuli. I don't need to sit down with an Eddie Bocanegra. I already know what's up. But I do have an exit survey and we do get good content from it because it's anonymous. So they tell us things and we've corrected some of the things.
No, but sometimes we could save somebody with a misunderstanding or whatever, somebody wants to leave and we don't know until they're gone and they're like ghosting.
In Jersey, we would be lucky for Jersey. And Sean, correct me if I don't know, in Jersey is the best thing. They have to request for us to release their license.
Yeah, that's a great thing.
Yes,
Here you, Sean.
yes, in
so-
North Carolina, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I just people a couple weeks ago, yeah.
Implement that. My new director of operations will do this exiting.
Mhm.
And the branch partners are gonna do the call. Yeah, branch partners are gonna help because we'll add 100 and lose 20 rookies. Let's do that. Love it. Let's do it. But write this down. Who's writing the 2 things that I said we gotta do? Implement
I'll
the
put 'em in
minimum.
I'll put them in the Excel sheet.
Carolina, write this down. Implement a minimum, routine thing, exit call.
Minimum production and experience.
What other thing that we say we're gonna have to do? All right, guys, so I said an hour and a half meeting. It's almost 3 o'clock. Let me give you the vision. All right. Vision, guys, I promise you, I know Jersey, everybody's on the call. Thank you for Zito, Sean, North Carolina, everybody down there. Chris, you have a Miami shirt on? You have a Miami shirt? No, that's not Miami. Never mind. All right, so here's the vision. Where are you going, Richie? Where are you going, Miguel? Give me 5 minutes. All right. No, then hold it. 5 minutes. All right. So guys, all right, go ahead, go. I'll tell you about the vision. All right, so listen, guys. This is the great part. Look how big this room is. Look how big the broker is done. You have my commitment to continue moving forward. You guys are my why get up. It's like the reason. Maybe when I get kids or maybe when I get married. No, maybe not married is gonna give me that thing, but maybe when I have kids, it'll change that. Until then, another dog could do that, another king. But so where we're going, what do I envision for the next 12 months, 24 months, 60 months? I am gonna like Chris Delgado is our Jersey president. I'm letting him help me with New York. Chris out there. Sean Gerald is my North Carolina president out there and everything. We have Mike that helps and Sir Ashley. But I am going to be delegating a lot of my roles to make sure, for example, I'm going to have Guzman go into these places and do what I did in Jersey. I can't go make, I want Jersey to know that I consider you guys my family. And I hope they see me. I don't know if they see me. You guys are my family, but I don't have the bandwidth to have those type of relations anymore. I love them. And I'm going to continue doing Jersey because that's what I really love. But now I'm going out. I'm going for help. I'm meeting with Russ and Aaron's sister, Tiffany, to help me with other places. I'm having Crystal Gatto going to help me with, we have a brokerage in San Diego with 51 agents. I'm going to have Crystal Gatto help me do what I did in Jersey. I am not going to go launch more markets. I'm just going to help us be better in the whole and give you guys more opportunities, right, to take this on. This is you going out there and partnering with 2, 3, 4, 5 more offices. I mean, we all can't be like Sam with like 6 offices, right? Or like a Chris with 3. Jimena's here pushing the charge. I know we have Texas. Texas is like having 3 Miamis in one because you have Houston, you have San Antonio, and you have Dallas, and you have so many other places. I need your help. Before, I don't need help in Miami. You guys do an incredible job. We have systems in place. Guzman's going to step out of his comfort and start visiting. I want to have him help me in North Carolina, South Carolina to do kind of the groundwork, with Mike and myself. And I need you guys to step up. We got Pablo and Lou that are here. Pablo just got back from Texas. We haven't even been able to recap. We're going to do it out there. We'll have a cigar. I need your help. Leslie, your kids are getting bigger. I think it's time you added more to your plate. you're a top producer, you're homegrown. I would love to see it. Ralph, Eric, let's go. The kids are getting bigger. Your kids are grown already. Dennis, Sandra, you as well. Sandra, we're gonna be adding her to co-branch manage here in Doral to grow it, to help, to have more of the English. Richie, let's go. You gotta talk to the wifey and let you go overnight to places, all right? Manny, you too. You talk about West Kendall all the time. I don't want West Kendall. You can bring them into the Kendall office. You need to go to multiple states. Joe, you're here to do your family. Frank, you gotta go outside your realm. Miguel, brother, you're my brother, been there at the beginning. Sherry, I love you too, man. Sherry getting her branch now. Samantha, let's go. A lot of people. Tati, let's cross the Dayland. Omi, my partner as well. Rodrigo, 2 branches in one day. That's a big thing. Irene, I challenge you to get back to that recruitment top producing status. Carolina, more commissions, hopefully. Maciel, I challenge you to, hey, you know what? Boca needs to be open. Let's go. You're going to be helping me in other places. And that's why I say, look, you should tell me somebody in Georgia. I know I have Russ and Aaron on there. Dana, your branch. Sean, Siraj, you guys are working, but we need more branches out there. Slide through. I can't go hit that arrow there. Or is that my arrow? Hold on. Noel, I need you to keep crushing it. Booski, no more babies. No more babies. All right. Tijuana, I want you to crush it. Show us another level of it. Zito, Negron. And then Jaime's on this. Levan. All right, so that's that. Just a challenge for you all. Wait.
Here.
All right, I need everybody's attention for 2 more minutes and then we're done. So I just called everybody to a call of action. If we keep doing what we're doing here, we're building legacy for our children and puppies. So Yadi in her last task and Roberto Guzman has all our operating agreements. That's it. You guys have relied on me, but I'm always on the move. So Guzman's gonna take in charge so we can have all our Delaware courts, our agreement signed, and the bank accounts open. Don't rely on me to do it because I'm just so busy. He's gonna meet with every single partner, have the operator agreement signed, your shares, because there's no reason why Kendall didn't buy an office already. With the amount of money that Kendall pushes through it, we should have already done a business loan to buy whatever office. I don't care about being there. We should have bought a $2 million building with the amount of income. We should be buying. Oh, you never talked to me about buying the unit. They're gonna get the Delaware Corp signed. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So we need to be ready. So we'll have our new corporations open. Carolina, extra word. Leslie, hold up with it. Let me get one of those. Carolina is gonna help. We're opening the bank accounts, our agreement signed. I know we've done this handshake agreement, but now we'll be official with paperwork. We're gonna keep growing. In the next week, Guzman's gonna, and God says, we are gonna, hey, let me get the floor. We've got so much more to do, so much more opportunity. I love you guys, girls, women. Let's care about our agents. Let's repost as much as we can. Sandra, I need you on the morning calls and paying attention. And we need to give more of our time. I love you guys and incredible meeting. Love you guys. North Carolina, South Carolina, Jersey. Let's do it.
Thank you, George.
They thank you, George.
Thank you, George.
Love you guys. Love you.
Thank you, Georgie.
I see you. See right there.
George, one's real.
A real? Oh, no. Yeah.
I want to get where people want to time. And then I think I'm gonna get it for the so. I can't remember I was gonna sit down with. I told him I was gonna So maybe I haven't gotten my company.
Yeah, I was giving him shit about really leaving. We have no agreement in place. And all of a sudden, it turned into, okay, you do it. This morning. I'm like, wait, you're super risky. What were you talking to? Like, telling him that, I'm like, you leave. What do you have nothing in place? You have no agreement. Oye, cuando parte de la grupa.
Claro, no llegaste a ver el de este muchacho. Llegaste a ver si le entró a Tatiana y a Ramendi le entró el dinero. Mira el hino, ya puso Bernal y un email que ella mandó de un Tatiana.
I love it. But on the street.
Bueno, mis pembro.
Yes.
¿Cómo